All right, guys, I wanted to make this a quick little video. I know it's been almost a year since you guys last heard from me, and I don't do this YouTube thing as much as I should because I've pretty much given up on my channel. Back then when I first started this channel, I noticed I was starting to get a lot of subscribers, and it was getting pretty popular for the videos I was making, because at the time I was one of the only Miami Heat content creators on YouTube. Like, I was one of the only few ones. Now you look, everyone's making Heat videos or whatever, which is fine. I appreciate that because I watch a lot of these guys. But the reason why I'm making this video is because of also guys like them. Guys, you gotta understand, and I'm talking about casual fans, diehard Heat fans, the content creators on YouTube. Everyone has to understand that the Miami Heat is a team that is blacklisted in the NBA. And what I mean by that is, everyone is still bitter about the Big Three acquisition and how we went to the finals 4 years in a row. The league still holds a grudge about that, guys. And I also think it's even deeper than that. I think it's other agencies in the league that run the league by a certain player. Well, I'm not going to give a name out, but let's just say the Miami Heat's very familiar with this player. I think his agency of that player is controlling the media. And what the media is doing is making it seem like all of our assets, all of our picks, all of our players is insignificant to land a guy like Giannis. Now, me personally, if you ask me, I personally don't really want Giannis. I'm one of the only few Heat fans, if not the only Heat fan in minority, that does not want Giannis. And I'll give you a reason why. Giannis is injury prone. These last 3 years of his career, he has been injury prone, especially this season. He's 30. I think he's about to be 30 years old later this year. He's an older guy. He relies on physicality and athleticism to score. And there's only so many years left with this guy. I feel like he gave his best years to the Milwaukee Bucks. And he's won a championship because of it. And I'm not taking anything away from Giannis, but if you're going to trade Kel'el Ware, Tyler Hero, that right there, those are two guys that can shoot. Now, me personally, I want Tyler Hero going regardless. I don't care what people say. I'm done with the whole Tyler Hero experiment for injury reasons also. But if you're going to put Giannis on a team, theoretically, you're going to want floor spacers like Tyler Hero, Kel'el Ware. Now, Bam Adebayo is not a great shooter, guys. And if you pair him next to Giannis, now you have no floor spacing. Brook Lopez and I forgot the guard that played for the Milwaukee Bucks, but a couple guards, Chris Middleton, a lot of guards over the year could space the floor for Giannis. That's why he flourished so well, his play style. A guy like Giannis is not going to change his play style, and I don't trust Eric Spoelstra to really work with Giannis to make it work with Bam and Giannis. I just don't. I don't think he's not that good of a coach, and I'm going to make a separate video about him later. And with that being said, I don't think that fit really helps Miami Heat succeed, because I know they're not going to trade Bam Adebayo. They're just not. He's untouchable. But they are willing to let Ware go, which is just crazy, because I think his offensive upside is actually better than Bam Adebayo's. I personally do, because he can shoot. And he's a very good three-pointer shooter early in his career, guys. This kid really has potential to work. He's a floor spacing big man. That will work perfect, around Giannis. I also want to get back to the fact that the Miami Heat fans got to understand, you guys get pressured up every year. The media plays us like a fiddle. You guys get excited about we're going to land this big whale, we're going to land that big whale. Pat Riley likes to say, guys, we're not going to land anybody because the league is not going to work with us. We're not going to land anyone big, that's for sure. So you guys got to get over it. The Clippers, if they knew that Norman Powell was going to have a year like this, they would have never traded him to us, guys. They thought he was done. Just like, you know, and look, like Jimmy Butler, I like what he's done for our organization. I like that he's got us to the finals a couple years, but no one really saw playoff Jimmy ever being a thing. That's why the Philadelphia 76ers traded him for us for Josh Richardson. Guys, you got to understand these teams are not going to work with the Miami Heat because they're still butthurt about the Big Three era, which is just crazy. I mean, this is a fucking business at the end of the day. But I digress. You guys got to stop getting your hopes up. We're currently on the last day of the trade deadline. It's Thursday, and it's probably over with by 3:30, I assume, like every year. We're not going to get Giannis. We're not going to get Ja Morant. I personally would have went for Ja Morant because he's cheaper, a lot cheaper. He's not going to cost us the whole fucking barn. And I think we could have molded, you know, he's only 26. I think you could have molded Ja Morant into something personally. But we're not going to get him. It's already established. I don't think Memphis is going to trade Ja Morant to us. And we probably have the most appealing package like we did for the Bucks. You know, that's just what it is. That's the nature of the beast. That's what happens when you're blacklisted. It's not going to change until Pat Riley retires and Erik Spoelstra fired or retires himself. That's just how this game is. And with that being said, sorry, I'm driving, guys. Got my phone. With that being said, that's just what we're dealing with, guys. We're gonna stand pat. We're gonna keep Tyler Hero. I'll talk about this Erik Spoelstra situation later with Claire Ware, because I am not happy about the situation that's been unfolded this year, guys. But this is where we are right now, and someone is going to have to want to come here during free agency, a big star. And I know with the way the CBA and everything works now, most free agents are coming just via trade. I know that's just how it works now. So, with that being said, guys, that's just how I feel about this thing. I mean, that's pretty much facts. What's going on with the Miami Heat right now, and I don't think there's nothing that's going to change unless the front office is gone and retires. The Pat Riley era is over with. So, you guys tell me what you think. Heat Lifer 305 out. Let's get it.